Hey everyone, welcome back to the Venture Blazers podcast, where we break down the latest innovations shaping technology, business, and everyday life. I'm your host, Oliver, and today we've got a big one. OpenAI just changed the way we browse the internet again. On October 21st, 2025, OpenAI officially launched Atlas, its brand new web browser that integrates ChatGPT directly into your online experience. And this isn't just another AI-powered browser with a few smart add-ons. Atlas was built around ChatGPT itself. It's like having an intelligent co-pilot sitting right beside you as you explore the web, not in another tab, not in another app, but baked into the core of your browser. So, what does this mean for the future of the internet? And why are people calling this the start of a new browser war? Let's dig in. For decades, browsers have been the quiet middlemen of our digital lives. You open Chrome, Safari, or Firefox, type in a URL, and go. That's it. But now, with AI becoming part of everything we do online, from how we search to how we create, the browser itself is stepping into the spotlight. OpenAI's Atlas is the first browser where ChatGPT isn't an add-on, it's the main event. When you open a page, you don't just read it, you can talk to it. You can ask questions like, "Hey ChatGPT, can you summarize this article for me? What's the main argument here? Compare this review to others I've seen last week." And instead of flipping between tabs opening tools, Atlas does it all in one place. It's productivity meets conversation, and that's a game changer. Now, let's unpack what makes Atlas so powerful and what might make Google, Apple, and Microsoft a little nervous. First up, built-in ChatGPT. This isn't like adding an extension or plugin. ChatGPT is part of the browser's DNA. You can literally highlight text on any website and ask it to rewrite, explain, or fact-check it. Writing an email, Atlas can edit your tone. Reading a research paper, it can simplify jargon in real time. Next, we've got the Ask ChatGPT sidebar, your always-on, context-aware assistant. Imagine reading a recipe blog. The sidebar can instantly show calorie counts, substitute ingredients, or even generate a shopping list. And that leads us into one of the most talked-about new features, agent mode. This is where Atlas stops being just a browser and starts acting like a digital agent. If you're a Plus, Pro, or business subscriber, ChatGPT can actually take multi-step actions for you. Let's say you're planning a trip. You can literally say, "Find me round-trip flights from Denver to Paris for under $900 next month and book the best option using my preferred airline." Or maybe you're meal planning. You can ask, "Order groceries for the 3 recipes I bookmarked yesterday." And just like that, it happens. Now, before your eyebrows raise too high, yes, there are guardrails. OpenAI made sure agent mode requires confirmation before purchases or sensitive actions. But still, this level of automation inside a web browser is completely new territory. Another big feature stirring debate is browser memories. This is an opt-in setting that allows ChatGPT to remember key details about your browsing activity. Let's say you're hunting for apartments. You viewed a few listings last week. Now, when you go back online, Atlas can remember which ones you liked, and even find similar options automatically. Or if you're researching a project, Atlas can pick up where you left off, remembering that you were comparing marketing platforms or reading about AI, video tools. This is personalization at a level traditional browsers simply can't match. But of course, with great memory comes great responsibility. And this is where things get complicated. The same feature that makes Atlas smarter also raises serious privacy concerns. When you enable browser memories, you're essentially giving OpenAI systems deeper visibility into your browsing patterns, far beyond what a chatbot normally sees. Cybersecurity experts are calling this the next frontier of data exposure. Why? Because it's not just about what you search anymore. It's about what you do. The system could, theoretically, see your shopping habits, your financial interests, even the kinds of articles you prefer reading. OpenAI insists all of this data is opt-in, encrypted, and stored securely, with full control to delete, archive, or toggle visibility at any time. But still, critics warn that having an AI this powerful directly integrated into a browser could open the door to new vulnerabilities, especially through agent mode. Researchers are already identifying potential attack vectors, meaning malicious websites or emails could try to trick the AI into performing harmful actions, like accessing data from another tab, sending unauthorized emails, or even making unwanted purchases. It's the same old phishing problem, but now the stakes are much higher, because your assistant is the one potentially being tricked. Under the hood, Atlas is built on Chromium, the same open-source engine that powers Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, and Brave. That means it supports all your favorite Chrome extensions, web standards, and interface familiarity. But that's also part of the challenge. Security experts point out that most users don't change their default settings, meaning even with advanced privacy options, a large percentage will run. Atlas in its standard mode, unaware of the full implications of AI integration. So while Atlas is incredibly powerful, it also relies heavily on user awareness, something that's always been tricky in cybersecurity. Now let's talk big picture. The launch of Atlas isn't just about OpenAI releasing a new tool. It's about reshaping the entire browser market. For the first time, OpenAI is directly competing with Google, Microsoft, and Apple, not as a plugin, but as a full-blown browser. That's a big shift. Remember, Google's Chrome dominates about 2/3 of the global market, but Chrome's AI features are still largely extensions, not foundational. Atlas flips that on its head. It's positioning itself as the intelligent browser, the one that understands you, learns from you, and works with you. In fact, some analysts are calling it the iPhone moment for browsing, that leap where convenience meets intelligence, and everything else suddenly feels outdated. But with that power comes a new question. Are we ready for a browser that not only shows us the web, but thinks with us? As of launch week, Atlas is available for Mac OS users running Monterey or later. Windows, iOS, and Android versions are already in development, with early testing expected later this year. OpenAI says its long-term goal is to make Atlas available across devices, with full syncing between desktop and mobile, and potentially even integration into its standalone ChatGPT app. If that happens, we could be looking at a unified AI experience that follows you across platforms, your chats, your browser history, your workflow, all in one seamless environment. That's exciting and a little intimidating. So, where does this all leave us? On one hand, Atlas is a remarkable leap forward. It redefines what a browser can be, not just a window to the web, but an interactive partner. Imagine students summarizing research instantly, writers improving drafts in real time, entrepreneurs automating their workflows directly from the browser. It's powerful, efficient, and honestly, kind of addictive. But on the other hand, it's also a test of trust. Because if our browser knows our habits, our purchases, and even our writing style, who's ultimately in control of that data? That's the balancing act of this new era, convenience versus control. OpenAI's move with Atlas proves one thing beyond doubt. The AI browser wars have officially begun. And just like the battles between Netscape and Internet Explorer in the 90s, or Chrome and Firefox in the 2000s, this one will shape the next decade of how we experience the internet itself. I'll leave you with this thought. The web has always been about connection, connecting people to information, businesses to customers, and ideas to opportunities. What Atlas introduces is a new layer, connection with intelligence. It's not just about finding answers anymore. It's about understanding them faster, acting on them smarter, and maybe even creating something new along the way. Whether you're excited, skeptical, or somewhere in between, one thing's certain. Browsing the web will never feel the same again. I'm Oliver, and thanks for tuning in to the Venture Blazers podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and join me next time as we explore more breakthroughs redefining the digital world. Until then, stay curious, stay creative, and keep your browsers open, both literally and figuratively.